Yo, let's get it popping. You know what it is. DJ E-Rock is in the building. This is the basement on Real 92.3. It's LA's new home for hip hop. And Real 103.9 Las Vegas is home for hip hop and R&B. Man, I got a very special, I don't know, I don't know what to call it, man. All I know is that I run into this guy like every 5 to 6 years, but it's like nothing ever happens. Like nothing ever affects our friendship. You know what I mean?
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Akon is in the building with us right now. Yo, what's good, man? How are you?
What up, E-Rock?
And it's good to see you. Like I said, we run into each other like every few years or whatnot, and but we pick off where we left off.
Every
We
time.
pick up where we left off at. You know what I mean?
Every time, man. You ain't
Every
lying.
time. I think the last time I seen you, it was in passing, probably here in Vegas for
It was in
sure.
Vegas. Yep, it was in Vegas.
Yeah, probably here in Vegas for sure, but here's a fun fact, and I bring this up every time that we have this conversation. I don't know if you remember this, but when Locked Up came out, I remember your label at the time sent you out to do a meet and greet, and it was probably you know what? It was your first meet and greet in the San Francisco Bay Area at the
Wow.
time. And I remember you showed up by yourself. Like, yo, things were different then. You know what I mean? Locked
Yeah.
Up had not popped off yet. But I remember that you came up to I owned a record pool at the time. And then dude, my office was like bare. We had no plaques. We were like nobodies in the market. And then I was like, yo, are you Akon? He was like, yeah, what's good? Oh shit, man. Everyone's on their way right now. So we had like 30 or 40 DJs pull up and everyone got to meet you. And there's a lot of DJs from that meet and greet that still bring it up, going like, yo, we still can't believe that we met such an international superstar in his early years through the lens of just this network that you got. And I was like, yeah, that's how
Yeah,
it be
man.
sometimes, you
That's
know what I
how it
mean?
be, man. And I love hearing those stories, man, because I remember that grind, boy. And you're right. We didn't have much money. There wasn't no major budget. You know what I mean? We had to figure out how to get there. And when we got there, we had to make the best world of it. But it was always good to just be around people that actually gave me that shot to listen and be a part of the whole growth of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, I'm very grateful to have had that opportunity. So
Thank
thank
you,
you
man.
as well,
Thank
my
you.
man.
Thank you, brother.
Yo, you got a new single out, Beautiful Day. The
Yeah.
first time I heard the hook, I heard it on, going viral on Instagram when the little girl was singing it or something like that. Man, what was the inspiration behind this single?
Well, it was interesting, man, because that was one of my older demos that got leaked back in 2008, if
So
I'm not
this was your
mistaken.
record first.
Yeah, originally, yeah.
Oh wow,
And
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
so it came back. A lot of my leaked records became huge underground mixtape, phenomenons, or in certain countries, like I would go to certain places and be performing records that wasn't even on my album. These were just songs that was just online. And this is one of those ones that kind of really captivated the Caribbean, islands. And this kid, man, he was like, he just took it and made it his own. And I was like, man, this is unbelievable. So when I went to Miami, where I was working with JR, and he was like, yo, man, this record, man, sounds like something that you would do. I think we need to remake it. He placed me the clip. Come to find out, it's like, yo, this is one of my old demos, bro. Like, are you crazy? We got to redo this. And
That's
that was like, it
wild.
was
That's a
the
crazy
time,
story.
right? Isn't that crazy? And the
Yeah.
timing of it, the world just needed that, man. So I feel like that was God's play.
Nah, for sure. And like you said, I feel like it's a record that the world needs right now. I mean, there's just a
Right.
lot of noise out there, but yo, when this record comes on, Beautiful Day, it feels like a
Yeah,
beautiful day. You know what
it
I mean?
does,
And that's
man.
what music is supposed to do. It's supposed to
Absolutely.
evoke a feeling and emotion. Um,
Absolutely.
you have another single dropping after this, called Money, dropping in December, correct? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Akon's Money, this one is a little bit different, but this is more like a male anthem, but all the women gonna relate to this one. This is one of those ones.
Who produced it? I mean, any features or
Yeah, so this one was done also by me and J.R. Rodham. It's me only. A lot of my albums, if you notice, I don't have too many features on my album, but I do feature on everybody else's album. So
that is true.
yeah, so when you get the Akon experience, I try to keep it to where it's mainly me. So this album is going to probably be the same. Yeah.
Obviously we're talking about all these singles that are coming out. You do have a new album coming out first
Correct.
quarter, 2025, I believe, right?
Yes. Yes. 2025 February, the new album Not Guilty will be coming out. I'm so excited about that record, bro, because this is like a mixture of the trouble, convicted, and freedom all in one with a little bit of hint of some I'm a piano Afrobeat actually infused as well too. So you're gonna get every genre you ever heard me in on this album.
Um, Man, just to kind of like, get a little bit away from like, the album talk and the music, what have you been up to? Like, I mean, every time that I check in with you and every time I run into like you somewhere around the world, you're building schools, hospitals, philanthropy is a big thing
Right.
for you, I know. Like, like, what have you been doing the last like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 years?
Man, we've been focused, man. I've been doing a lot of work in Africa. Of course, we have our energy company, Akon Lighting Africa, which has been doing amazingly well, huge impacts all over the continent, 16 countries. And now we're in renewable cities that we're building, like just trying to figure out how to develop Africa and as a whole, starting with Akon City. So we've been moving on that. Ultimately, outside of that, it's like, okay, now with all that we're doing, which is going to be years and years of building and actually
Mm-hmm.
pulling together, you're going to also need a platform that actually can market and promote it. And that's one of the main reasons why I had to come back and rebrand Convict Music to now Convict Culture, which is now bigger than the
Mm.
music. It's about the culture now.
Are there any like, new artists that you're working with?
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of people don't know that you signed and worked with superstars like Lady Gaga, T-Pain, and even WizKid. Like, I don't
Right.
even think a lot of people know that. But are there any other names that you're working with today that we should be on the lookout for?
Oh yeah, so 2025, I got a basket of artists that I would be dropping. We're gonna be dropping about five this year. The first one that I've started on is Amira. She's actually one of my biggest superstars to date. She's at a point where she's doing Afro pop. So this is a mixture of Afro beat with pop music, and she's doing amazing. Two records out currently that you can take a look at on YouTube. One is called Run It, the one was called Far Away. And then we have three sisters out of California from the Simeon tribe called the Simeons. Three girls, I mean, unbelievable, trio. I'm really excited about where that comes because now family and music has never mixed too much before since the days of Jackson 5 and all of that. You know what I mean? So bringing
Yeah.
about those kind of family groups always make headway. And of course, on the R&B side, we have Georgia Rain who will be coming up as well too. Straight hitting them on the R&B side, pop charting on that level. And of course, we cannot not have hip hop. You know what I mean? So I got this two brothers straight out of Indiana, man. Elkhart called Sheesh. These kids is beasts. Like when I tell you, I can't wait to drop them. And then, of course, my last but not least, you got Flacci, straight out of Clayton County of Atlanta. He'll be dropping his record too, coming very, very soon.
I mean, you've had an ear for talent for quite a long time. So,
Yeah.
I'm very excited to kind of see what you got cooking with these new artists.
No, for
You've done a
sure.
lot in your career, a whole lot, like even beyond the music, like I said, like, you've done the philanthropy thing and you've done the music thing all at a high level. Like, what do you see yourself doing in the next 10 years from now?
Actually, you know what? In the next 10 years, hopefully I will probably be more based in Africa, doing more of my philanthropy and entrepreneurial type of businesses over there. But it'll all be based around everything that we're doing here and then kind of getting more people involved in the development of Africa, especially African Americans and brown people here in the US.
Let's see. I mean, you watch sports at all? You keep up with everything going on?
Man, honestly, I haven't had time to watch any sports. I don't even know what's happening, who's playing, who's at what. I've been so outside of my sports like environment. I don't even know what's going on in sports today. I can't even lie to you,
Well,
man.
I mean, it's not only big, obviously big conversation around the country, but obviously in
Are
LA,
you talking about the World Series?
The World Series,
Now
man.
that I
Yo, it's a
heard about.
generational World Series this year.
Yeah, this one
LA
I've
and
been
New
hearing a
York.
lot. That's crazy. Like that's gonna be crazy. But me, to be honest, I think I'll be going for LA.
Well, hey man, I know that you don't have a lot of time today, but I appreciate all these times that we are able to tap in and catch up, and we get to talk about all the great things that you're doing, and congratulations on another like yeah, as Calla would say, another one. You know what I mean? I
Another
mean, yo, you
one.
you don't stop, and I love the fact that you are one of those guys that we can look to always make sure that like, the positive and everything shines. And at the same time, the music
Man,
reflects
that's
it as
what's up.
well. So
Thank
thank
you,
you so
bro.
much, Akon. I appreciate
Appreciate you,
that.
E-Rod.
No doubt. When you coming to Vegas next? What's
Oh, don't
good,
worry.
man? I
Vegas,
mean, yo, we need to get you back
I'll be in
out of
Vegas
here.
very soon. I'm gonna be in Vegas very soon.
I think you did a show at Live. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That with Kevin Hart. Yeah, on Kevin Hart's on the Hearts
Resorts
Hearts
World, I
Day
think, right?
Resorts World. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a pool party there. It was crazy. We had an amazing time. Yeah, we had an amazing time.
Well, that's what's up. Well, hope to see you soon, and thank you again. So, ladies and
Absolutely.
gentlemen, Akon in the building. It's Real 92.3, Real 103.9. Beautiful day. Yo, go stream that, man. Go support that. Trust me. Yo, it's gonna make it feel like it's a beautiful day if you're not having one. That's
For
why
sure.
Akon is here.
You know it.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
My man.